what's wrong with the phone? Hey, it's not ringing. Hey, I said, okay, all right. What happened? Hey, I don't know. I said, okay, give me a second. I phoned a certain Mohammed Banban who was repairing phones. Hey, bro, I've got a phone here.
It's not ringing.
It's not ringing. I said, no, bring it, I'll fix it for you. How much will you charge me? I'll charge you 60 rands. Okay. I went to this guy and said, okay, I'll do it for you for 220.
Well, a very good afternoon, friends and family, and welcome to yet another exciting episode of the Ultimate Leadership Podcast. Remember to like, comment, and share wherever you're consuming this content. And let someone know that we've got an exciting guest on the program today. I'm sitting next to me with Umfundisi, with an entrepreneur, and with someone I've admired from afar for a very long time. I think ever since I've seen your work on Facebook. So I thought it would be great for us to sit down to look at two particular things. Number one, your business, your business model. I think a lot of people could learn a lot from you and your journey and from how well you've been doing. Secondly, your ministry. Okay. I thought it would be great to look at how you went into ministry. Let's talk about this.
Yeah.
This is very lovely, Mfundisi. Congratulations on
so much.
the business that you've built and the work that you've done and the jobs that you're creating.
Yes.
I think you've been operating now for 4 years. 4 years.
For 4 years.
So what comes to your mind when you see all of this, the jobs that you've created and where you are currently?
Yeah. Do you want me to tell you how we started?
Yeah, let's go there.
Yeah. I had a business in Durban. I got to Durban in 2001, October. In 2003, I started a small business.
Okay.
I opened a cell phone repairs shop.
Wow.
Yeah, because cell phones were a big thing at that time. The cell phone repairs were a big thing. Okay, let me put it that way. And in Durban, all the cell phone repairs shops that were there are owned by Indians. All of them.
I've never seen
one owned by a black person. So we're owned by Indians. So I found a place. It was a small place. I was sharing the premises with other people. I put a signage. It was like an open market. So I put my desk there. I put a signage outside, cell phone repairs. I found people coming in. I don't know how to fix phones. So what I did is I will collect these phones. So the first day I got one phone. So the first I got one phone. Okay. What's wrong with the phone? Hey, it's not ringing. Hey, I said, okay. All right. What happened? Hey, I don't know. I said, okay, give me a second. I phoned a certain Mohammed Banban who was repairing phones. Hey, bro, I've got a phone here.
It's not ringing.
It's not ringing. I said, no, bring it, I'll fix it for you. How much will you charge me? I'll charge you 60 rands. Okay. I went to this guy and said, okay, I'll do it for you for 220. Oh, yeah, the cheapest. Okay. I gave a receipt. I took that phone to my Mohammed. Mohammed fixed the phone for me. I gave him his 60 rands. I called the person came. I said, come in 2 days. He came in 2 days. His phone was ringing.
Wow.
Gave me 220. I made a profit of about 160 rands.
Wow.
And so it grew. I will get 2 phones in a day. It grew to having 10 phones in a day. I collect them. Because I had a reputation. Yeah. Take them to Mohammed, fixes them all, and then I made money. Yeah. And then I realized, but wait a minute. Let me get my own shop here. I looked for a shop. I found one that was owned by Methodist Church in Alwal Street. It used to be called Alwal Street at the time. I went there. I found a place, but I had to share premises with another lady called Robin Bester. She was selling second-hand clothes On the other side, I was having my cell phone shop. So we were sharing this nice shop in a busy street, and my business grew. Okay. I didn't get that space from Methodist. I got it from Robin. I went to Robin, who was a tenant of the whole shop, to say, can I rent a small space in your shop? She said, of course. I'm looking for someone to help me with this big rent here. So she charged me 1,200 rands a month. I had a desk in a space as big as this. It's not so big place, but it was close to the door, at the window. Where
what year was this?
2003.
Okay.
Yeah. 2003. And then as my business was growing, Robin's business was going down. So she said to me, hey, I'm closing.
The lady who sells second hand.
Yeah. She said, hey, she's a white woman.
Okay.
She said, I'm closing. I said, okay, let me take the whole place. She said, yeah, of course, you're doing well. I took the whole place. I had a cell phone business this side. I had an internet cafe this side.
Wow.
So I ran that business. In 2004, I bought a SLC franchise. I raised money and I bought a franchise. It was not the franchises where they come and brand your shop, but it was a franchise where I could sell contracts.
Okay.
How
much did you buy it for?
50,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you were making lots of money from this cell phone
yeah. And I then sold contract phones. And then after a short while, I realized that no, man, this business now was becoming a burden to me. Emotionally, I had break-ins, and in 2007, I sold it.
Wow.
I sold it. 2007, I sold it to this young guy, to these guys who were so fond of me. They respected me.
Wow.
So they bought it from me. I took the money, paid my debts, I didn't even have a car at that time. Even though I was making money, I never bought myself a car.
Why not? So how are you getting around, taking taxis?
And that was not my focus. Car was never a focus for me. 2007, I've sold my business. Now, Robin heard that Sizwe has sold his business. Robin is the lady, Robin Bester. Yeah. She heard that Sizwe is no longer there. She gave me a call. Sizwe, I heard that you sold your shop. I said, yeah, I did. I was having problems, break-ins, and it was becoming a frustration for me. She then said, don't you want to be an estate agent? That was in 2008. I said, what? Yeah, man, what is an estate agent? Selling houses. I said, no, man, Robin, come on. She said, look, I'm going to be an agent. I'm going to an interview with Ches Everett. Don't you want to come with me? I said, I've never heard of someone going to an interview and bringing a friend. She said, no, man, let's go. I said, okay, cool.
So she was very fond of you.
She was. She took me to her interview. When she got there, she told this guy, Barney Fletcher, she said, I know this interview is for me, but I brought him along. He said, oh, okay. And Barney interviewed both of us.
Wow.
And who was the owner of the Ches Everett franchise, Barney Fletcher, interviewed both of us, and he took both of us. He asked, do you have a car? I said, no. Have you ever been an estate agent before? I said, no. And then he said, but I like you, and he gave me the opportunity. He said, normally we don't take someone who doesn't have a transport, but I'll give you this chance. Not long after he took us, Robin called me to say, Sizwe, this is not for me. I'm quitting. I think she quit in 2 weeks.
Sure.
So later on, I got to realize that Robin is just someone that God used to introduce me to the business. She was not in it. She didn't even enjoy it. So Mr. Barney Fletcher left South Africa. He went to Australia. So he closed that business. It was in Musgrave in Durban. After closing, on those premises, because he was a tenant there, a company by the name of Leapfrog took over the tenancy.
I've heard of
and
Leapfrog.
And Leapfrog was recruiting agents, and I'm one of the people that they recruited. I joined Leapfrog. And Leapfrog, I must mention this because I think it's very, very important. Leapfrog, the owner of that business then loaned me money to buy a car.
Wow.
Yeah, he loaned me 35,000 and I bought a Toyota Tez.
What year was that?
2008.
Wow.
2009, in fact. Maybe 2008, end of the year. So they loaned me 35,000. I bought a Toyota Tez.
Was it because you are working so hard and you are making sales for them?
Yeah. They saw my work ethic. They saw that I loved what I was doing. I was dedicated. So I bought myself my first car, in I think end of 2008, and then in 2009, a lot of things happened in my life. I left Durban. So I resigned from Leapfrog. I went back to East London. Yeah. In 2011, I joined Harcourts. Okay. And the principal there is Lance House, Harcourts Cornerstone. I joined Harcourts. So I was with Harcourts from 2011. I was under the leadership of Lance House and Dina Anvari. Dina is the one who convinced Lance to take me. She felt like I could do it. And Lance gave me that opportunity. Lance gave me that opportunity. And Lance and Dina are people that really, really, really helped me, to go back to the business. And so that was in 2011, 2012. 2013, that's where they saw that this person has got capacity, because in 2013 I began to get awards, and I got really nice awards because I was doing well.
Wow.
In 2015, I left Harcourts, and then end of 2015 I joined Remax.
Okay.
And my principal there was Antoinette Clark, and I joined Remax. That was in 2015 December. So 2016, 2017, I got top awards at Remax. I was really, really, really
Regionally or provincially or
regionally and even nationally.
wow.
Yeah, I was at millionaire status. I was doing well.
What does that mean, millionaire
That means
status?
I was selling in the my commission was in the millions. I was doing well. Yeah.
So you're a millionaire yourself?
No. I was bringing that to the company.
Oh.
Yeah, I bring that to the company. And then,
wow.
And then, I think when you bring a million commission, that is millionaire. That you got what we call a millionaire status award.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean I got a million.
Okay.
Yeah, no. That's what the company got. And then in 2018, I recorded a meeting with my bosses, with his Antoinette and Melody. Melody was the manager of the business. I said to them, I'm going to be leaving. I want to start a company that is going to help people. And I am not able to help people here because this is not my company. And they asked me, don't I want to buy a Remax franchise? I said, that will be awesome. In fact, and the reasoning behind was, you are buying a model that has been proven and tested
yes.
and is successful. I said, yeah, but I won't be able to do what I want to do.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to have to
abide by the laws of Remax.
So I said, I want to start something where I won't have to ask for nobody's permission to do what I want to do. Which is the same reason I gave to Pastor Kondlo when I spoke to him about, I want to be able to be free to follow my heart without having to write a proposal to someone and wait for them to approve it or decline it. So, and it was not nice to leave Remix for both myself and for Antoinette and Melody, but it had to be purpose was calling me. And in 2018, August, we opened an office in East London, Sizwe Mlungwana Properties.
Wow.
Mind you,
Wow.
we start...
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. We start this business with no capital. The only money we had with my wife was 30,000 rands. 30,000. That 30,000, we had to pay all of it to the lady who gave us premises to run an office. She said...
For rent?
For rent. She said, the rent there was 6,000 rands. She said, you are on credit bureau, both of you. And legally, I'm not supposed to sign a contract with people who are credit unworthy. So I can't give you this office. So I said to her, can I pay for some months in advance? I was hoping that she said, okay, pay for 3 in advance. She said, okay, pay for 5. So she needed a deposit of 6,000 rands.
Yeah.
And no. She said pay for 4 months in advance. So she needed a deposit of 6,000 rands and for 4 months in advance. So 6, 12, 18, 24, 30,000.
Yeah.
I said, okay, give us a second. We spoke with my wife and we said, you know what? Let's give her. We paid our first payment.
Let's just move this.
Our first payment was 30,000 bucks, and that's the only money we had. We need furniture. We need to prepare the place to be an office. We need to have phones. We need to have internet. We need to have a whole lot of things. But we started. When I look back today, we started that business by faith. Yeah. And we had to take that step of faith, because if we did not trust God, we had all the reasons why we were not ready to start.
So what did you tell? Did you get employees from day one, or?
Yes, we employed a receptionist.
And what did you tell the receptionist? We'll pay you.
No, we paid her from the very first month, because we had to make it happen. We had to negotiate with lawyers to say, we've sent you these 3 deals. Please give us an advance.
Okay.
Fortunately, we had a law firm that was willing to give us an advance from their own money, which was a big risk for them, because they didn't have money on the deal. And that firm is Cambridge Attorneys. It's in East London. They were willing to say, okay, from this deal, your commission here is going to be 15,000, but we'll give you 5,000 advance, or we'll give you 10,000 advance, or we will give you the 15,000. And they used their own money, because the deal had no money. So they gave us their own money. They didn't even put interest on their advance, but they were helping us to stand. And that helped us a lot, because we were able to pay. Fortunately, we didn't have rent to pay for 4 months. But we were able to pay the receptionist. We were able to pay for their calls, for the phone. And we were able to buy furniture, to have a desk, a boardroom, blah, blah, blah.
How I've always been interested. A lot of people like me, we know nothing about the property business.
Yeah.
But so how does it actually work? You spoke about commissions.
Yeah.
So who gets commission? What percentage is commission? How does it all work?
It's a commission.
And I'm asking
business.
because there are people that might watch this that would want to start a property business.
It's a fully commission-based business. You come to me, you say, sell my house. And then...
Sell my house for $1 million.
Yeah, let's say the house is $1 million. You'll call me to say, Sizwe, I hear you are in this business. I want to sell my house. I come, I evaluate your house. I have the expertise to evaluate. I evaluate the house, and then I say, okay, your house is worth $1 million, okay? I take pictures, we put it on the market. A buyer calls to say, I want to view the house. They view the house, and then an offer is put. We send things to the bank for a bank approval for this buyer. The bank evaluates the house, and then voila, we have a grant. Someone has bought the house. And the commission ranges from anything from 5%, 6% of the purchase price, 7.5%.
And that's regulated?
Yeah. No. That is the norm.
Okay, it's not
that
regulated.
Is the norm. No. There are companies that charge 10%, but we've never gone that far. The maximum we've charged is 7.5%. And then let's just say that house is $1 million. Let's say the commission was 6%. We get 60,000. Okay, 60,000. Of that 60,000,
when the bank pays, or
yeah, when the bank pays, we only get it when the property is registered.
Okay,
and registration can take something like 3 months. So we don't get that money immediately.
When you sign?
No, we get it only at registration.
Okay.
So that 60,000, half of it comes to the company, Sizwe Mlungwana Properties, and half goes to the agent. That's sold the property.
Okay. Is that industry norm?
That is a norm.
Okay.
I know that there are different splits for different companies. I won't go into that. But one of the things that we pride ourselves with as this company, Sizwe Mlungwana Properties, is when the commission is paid, we pay the agent on the day it comes.
Oh, wow.
And the reason why we can't wait for a Friday, let's say commission came on a Monday, we can't wait for a Friday because we understand that this agent who waited for this, this agent is strictly commission-based. That they don't have a basic salary. So this person can't afford to wait for Friday. We have to pay this agent immediately. And another thing that we pride ourselves with is when commission comes, we don't have stories. When money comes, we pay you your money. We can't have excuses like, no, we can't. Why? Because I was an agent. I understand.
You know how it feels.
I understand the desperate nature of an estate agent. Yeah. So of that 60,000, 50 comes, half of it comes to us and half goes to the agent. What must the company do to earn that 50%? We have to give a proper office. A proper office. Not an office in some...
You've got lovely space here.
Yeah.
You know?
Not an office in some shabby
dodgy
areas. We must make our agents to have the confidence and the pride to say, come to 122 Cape Road. When an agent says that to a client, oh, that is decent. Oh, you are in Cape Road. And as a company, we must be willing to pay these high rentals here. Even our East London office is in an
I've seen it.
upmarket place. It's not in a corner like, we have to...
And that's deliberate.
Yeah, that's deliberate.
Strategic.
Because we have to use this money to plow it back on the business so that our agents have got self-confidence to say, I work for Sizwe Mlungwana Properties. Where are they? They are in 2 Allenby Road in Selborne. No, we are in 122 Cape Road in Mill Park. That's decent. We have to have phones that are unlimited, where agents can call the clients.
So the agents don't pay for the...
They don't pay for the phones.
So you give them space,
we give them an office, we give them phones, we give them unlimited data, Wi-Fi, So, and all of these tools are important, but the most important tool is advertising. The company pays for all of that.
And you've done a lot of that, particularly here in Gqeberha.
I promise you, we have We have street advertising that we pay for, but we have an account with Property 24. Property 24 is not cheap.
Oh, it's not free.
No, my brother. No,
I
my
thought
brother.
Property 24 was free.
No,
you just
never.
send your stuff.
Never. All of these things are expenses that the company incurs. Agents, they don't pay a cent. Agents, they don't even pay for business cards. The company pays for their business. Everything that the agents use, everything, the company pays for. And that is deliberate. That is deliberate. Why? Because we want to create a conducive environment for our agents.
Yes.
We don't want our agents to worry about costs of running their own individual business.
They must just sell.
They must just sell. The company must carry that burden.
So how do you train them to sell? Let's say I want to be an agent. I come to you. What happens?
We have a Sizwe Mlungwana property secret. I cannot share it here. I can't share it here. But our agents are successful because we tell them the real estate culture and the Sizwe Mlungwana properties culture.
Wow.
And it works.
Do they sign something?
No. We don't bind people. The only thing that we sign is an employment contract.
Okay.
But it's when someone wants to leave us, we don't have things
no strings attached.
We don't have things like you can't work for another 6 months. When you leave us and join another company, you are free to go. You are free to go because we believe in our product. We believe in our brand. We've got a working formula. You know, it's a working formula for our agents, a working formula for us as a brand. You know, that is why we were able. We started in 2018 in East London. 2020, during COVID, we opened here.
Sure.
October 2020, we opened this office. That was at the most difficult time for many businesses.
Yeah.
But, you know, when the restrictions were loosened up a bit, we came and opened this office. And soon we're going to be opening a third office.
In Cape Town?
I won't tell you. But I will tell you. I will surely tell you. Yeah, but we are opening. We are thinking Pretoria or Cape Town. We are thinking.
Wow, man.
So we are opening a third office very soon.
Wow. So what would your advice be to people that want to go into this business, property business? 5 key things.
Okay.
Don't tell us your secrets.
Never be money driven.
Okay, don't be money driven.
Don't be money driven. Being money driven can make you desperate and unethical.
Okay.
Yeah. Be vision driven. Yeah. But you must have a cornerstone for what you want to achieve. Our cornerstone, myself and Andy Siwe, which is my business partner, my wife.
Is she the co-director?
Yeah,
Or she a silent partner?
No, we are 50-50 owners.
On paper?
I promise you. She's my wife, but on paper, she owns 50% of this business.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So we are 50-50 owners. The heart of our business is our faith in God.
Okay.
Yeah. Our faith in God is the driving force, but also the driving principle. We can't have greedy ethics of running a business because that is not godly. Yeah. So I've mentioned 3 things. Is it 3? That's fine.
You've mentioned 2.
So I said, and never be driven by money, but
yes,
be driven
then
by
you
purpose.
have 3. Then you said have a vision.
You must never be driven, but be purpose driven.
Yes.
Yeah. And then thirdly, I said, let the cornerstone of your business. You must have a cornerstone.
Yes.
Ours is our faith in God.
Yes.
Okay. Your team is the heart of the business. They are not the objects that you use. No. Your team is your business partners. If you treat your team as your subordinates, you're gonna have a problem. you're going to have a problem. Your team are not your subordinates. Your team are your partners. Your team are your partners. It's not a verbal position. It's a business running position.
Okay.
You can't make decisions without your team. You can't. You can't, because without your team, you don't have a business.
So how does the structure then work of your team? You've got agents, you've got 2 directors.
Yeah.
Then do you have a management team?
We have a management team. For example, we've got a manager here.
Okay.
Okay. We've got an admin team.
Okay.
Okay. We have a branding manager.
Okay.
Who does
For your whole business?
for the whole, both offices.
Okay.
Yeah, he's based in East London.
Full time?
Full time. Yeah, full time. He's the one who designs all of our branding. You know, he is the one who does all of our marketing material. And then we've got the agents. Everything that we do, we must make sure that we consult our team, we discuss it as a team, and we agree. If we come with an idea to the team and the team doesn't like it, we don't do it.
So do you have weekly meetings where you discuss?
We have weekly meetings. We have
Both offices?
Both offices. We have got regular trainings. For example, we had a training today. Every time I come here, we have a training. But even if I don't come, we have a capable manager here who does trainings on a weekly basis.
Weekly basis?
Weekly basis. It's either a training or a meeting.
Okay.
Yeah. So the fourth pillar is see and treat your team as your partners, not as your subordinates. I think I've mentioned 4. I think the last one is be fearless.
That's a nice one.
You can't succeed if you allow what you don't have to be your limitation.
Yeah. No, that's a nice one.
You can't succeed when you focus on what you don't have, on what you need. Success comes from what you have. The problem is we look down on what we have. You look at what you have and you're like, it's not enough. In fact, it is enough. In fact, what you have is all that you need. You grow from there. People who always talk, we need funding, we need a loan, we need this. Many a times they never get there.
Yeah.
Most people who get funding and get it, they go down after some time. Why? Because when you look at it, if we were to be honest, they didn't build themselves to succeed.
They don't have the muscle.
They got someone helping them, and sometimes that is not good for success because you did not work this thing to happen. You didn't get the disappointments and the frustrations and the stresses of, hey, the month is coming to an end. I need rent. I need to pay salaries.
Have you ever felt like that with this business?
I promise you, you feel it all the time. You feel it all the time. As you grow, you develop the wisdom to know how to pace yourself. You can't use business money for yourself. It's a problem. Business money is for business. Business money must do business things. On yourself as a director, use your money. You understand? Use your money. Don't use business money for you. That business won't survive. That business will not survive. You have to use business money to improve the business. Yeah.
Not to improve yourself.
No. No. So, be fearless.
Yes.
Be fearless. When you see me, I live by faith. We go to unfamiliar territories by faith. We enter there by faith. We say, I'm going in. I don't know how it's going to pan out, but I'm going in. I may not know how it's going to pan out, but I will succeed. I will have frustrations. Amazing. I will have disappointments. I will have probably fears of failure, but those fears won't restrict me. The fear is an emotion. It's not a hindrance. It's an emotion. When you feel fear, you push it aside. You just do it.
Hey.
Yeah, you just do it. I'm telling you.
My two last questions, Mfundisi. The first one is when do you switch off? How do you switch off you and your wife running the business? Because I think my wife and I struggled a bit with that.
Okay.
In terms of, because if as co-directors, now the bedroom ends up becoming the boardroom.
Come on.
When we are in the living room, then she thinks, oh, I have to. So how do you navigate that?
You don't switch off when you do something you love.
Okay.
Yeah. You can't switch off. Because real estate is my passion.
Okay.
I love it. I love real estate. Real estate is me. Okay. When I'm at home and there is a real estate question, I have to answer it.
Anytime.
I can't switch off because it's my passion. Real estate is not my job. Real estate is my life.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not a job for me. That is why I can do it even in a dry season. I will continue to do it. I will never stop real estate. It's my legacy.
Yeah.
It's my children's inheritance. It's my purpose. It's a tool that God has given me to change many lives. Since we started in East London, we have given opportunity to more than 65 people.
Sure.
In East London.
That's like in 3 year.
4 years.
3-4 years.
Here, we have given opportunity to more than 45 people.
Sure.
In East London now, we've got approximately 45 estate agents. And here, we've got approximately 25.
Yeah, you've got a big team.
Yeah. Approximately 25.
Yeah.
So we are about impact and the success of the people that we give opportunity to. When they succeed, we succeed. Yeah, it's as simple as that. When our team succeed, we succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My final question would be 20 years from now.
Yeah.
Where do you see Sizwe Mlungwana properties 20 years from
In
now?
Japan,
Wow.
in United States of America, in Australia,
Wow.
in Germany, in
Wow.
Limpopo, in Nigeria,
Yes.
in China,
Wow.
in Mozambique. I see us having an academy, a massive academy, a college, where we will be training estate agents, property developers, construction, property management, a whole lot of things related to property, architecture.
Wow.
We will. The sky is the limit. We see ourselves owning hotels, owning, game parks.
Wow.
A whole real estate is limitless. We see ourselves owning medical centers.
Wow.
That's real estate. As to who's running it is another story. But we see ourselves owning a building called a medical center. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I think it's highly possible with
It's
how you are handling your company presently. Sir, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, sir.
What's your message to young people of South Africa?
Never allow yourself to feel inadequate. Never allow yourself to feel like you don't have enough. success blossoms from what you have, from where you are.
Yeah.
A lot of people in the Eastern Cape, they will look at Gqeberha, East London, Port Alfred and say, hey, there is nothing, man, in this town. I want to go to Joburg.
Yeah.
Listen, you can become awesome and super powerful and super successful from where you are. Who said for you to have a big media company, you must run it in Joburg? You can run it from here and become really, 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 really big.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.